Let's see, ladies, who do we have? We have Shatika, Patty C, Donna. Hello, ladies. How is everyone? I'm waiting for my ladies to come in, my wrenches. Haven't seen Gladys or Connie or Susie or Cindy yet. I'm tired, y'all. I've been finishing up all the mowing or weed eating today. Spent all day, and then I scrubbed off the sidewalk. There was some mold growing on it or algae, so I got that cleaned off. It looks a lot better, but I'm tired. I'm glad I got it done. There's Susan. Is it okay if I show your picture, Susan? There's Deborah. Hi, Deborah. How is everyone this evening? You're tired too. We had fun today. It looks like you had fun. I didn't stop to think in Kansas, that's where all of the Wizard of Oz stuff took place. I never thought about the Tin Man, a big replica of them would be there. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just tired. I've spent all day long mowing. I was up at the crack of dawn this morning, out there mowing, trying to get it fit, done before the heat hit. Then I got so tired. I finished mowing, but then I needed to weed eat, and I've got 3 batteries for the weed eater. I can only get one of them to charge, but I finally got all the areas weed eated that I need to do that with, because there's some places I can't put the mower. There's really not enough grass and the places are too small. So I use the weed eater for that. But I finally got it done. And then, like I said, I scrubbed off the sidewalk out here, the where the grill and everything is, because there was a little bit of green algae growing on the concrete. Usually I don't get that there, but I cleaned it off with some bleach and stuff, so it's gone now. Yeah, she messaged me and told me she wasn't feeling too good earlier. Okay, Susan. Oh, you got hit by the bad storms? Is it the storms from the hurricane Debbie? I know, but I'm the only one here to do it, so I've got to do it. But I take breaks, and I try not to overheat out there. If I start getting too hot, I come in the house, cool down, drink plenty of fluid, water, lemonade, or something. And there's Patricia. Hi, Patricia. I'm just a little tired, but other than that, I'm fine. From the hurricane, that's what I figured. How far are you from the Wilmington area? My family is all around Wilmington, just a little inland from Wilmington. And there's Ann Watson. Hi. How are you doing this evening? I still can't get enough water to drink. I got so hot out there today. And there's Diana. Hello, Diana. Connie's come in. And there's April. Hello, Hawaii. Oh, y'all, I got to show you. Not only do I should wait till some more people get in, though. I don't want to show the pictures too early. Your daughter, that's right. Your daughter's in Wilmington. Yeah. So you're real. my hometown is real close, so I'm sure they got plenty of rain and wind and stuff in Atkinson too. Got hit pretty bad with the storms, yeah. Right there on the coast, you usually do. But I hope she's okay. She's okay. Okay, great. Good deal. Yeah, I was so late getting everything finished that I come in, took a shower, and my hair was so sweaty I had to shampoo my hair again. I've got so in this heat I have to shampoo my hair every day. Every time I get in the shower, my hair gets shampooed. And it's still wet. It's not completely dry yet. But I laid down trying to take a nap. I could not go to sleep to save my life. I guess I was just too wound up from being so busy. But at least I rested for about an hour. You should have gone to eat with Jesse and I tonight. We went to a Mexican place and there were several really hot waiters. Oh, wow, Susan. Hitting on the waiters, huh? I know it's so hot out here. It was 102 again today. I'm okay, just trying to recover from my neck surgery and now trouble with congestive heart failure. Oh, I'm so sorry, Anne. I wish we could fix it. You didn't think you were going to get her out? Was not even 80 today or 80. Yeah, that sounds good. I wish it was only 80 here. My plants would have loved it. And the next 2 days, all my cords just fell in the floor. But I'm going to show you the pictures that Susan sent me. This is where she went today. I don't know if you can read that. It says I went to see the Wizard of Oz. And then she sent me 2 pictures of what they saw. There's the Big Tin Man. Get it to focus in. That's a Big Tin Man. And look at this, y'all. Have y'all ever seen a tree growing out of the middle of anything? But it's growing out of the center of that tower. That's a tree growing out of that tower. Isn't that cool? Or silo. Yeah, it's growing out of the silo. But the tree's coming up through the center of it. That's cool. And I got something else I forgot to show last night. Let's see if I can find it. Kai sent it to me, and I was going to show it last night in the live, and I forgot about it. But he sent me the picture of the birthday cake that he baked for his son, his 1 year old birthday cake. And it's green. It's got a candle on top. It's got a light green frosting on it. I bet it was good. I bet that cake was real good. Yeah, he said he wanted to do fondant, but he couldn't deal with fondant, so he did some other kind of icing. Been on 11 minutes. I was going to wait and show it if Kai comes in, but he may not be able to pop in tonight. Working the hours he's working right now. And we got Ashley Chapman in the house. Hello, Ashley. Yeah, Kai's a sweet person. And I know he loves his little boys. That one just turned one, so he put one candle right in the center of it. Oh, I posted the link at the top of the chat. So if anybody wants to get up on screen and talk, you can. Uh, we can do that before we start playing trivia. And then maybe when we get finished playing trivia, if anybody wants to get up there, they can, and we can still chat for a while. Not yet, because they don't know they won, Patty. Uh, Yarn Michael does not know that he won, so I was hoping he would be in chat tonight to let him know that he won the ring. And there's Kevin and Frida. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, he's working long hours right now. He's working 10-hour shifts every day, 7 days a week, he said, and it's going to be do that for a couple of months. So he should get at least a good paycheck, but that's a lot of hours. There's Kevin Ward, Frida Cassidy, Betty Blue. Hello, everybody. It's in Kansas, the Wizard of Oz. Have to just keep up. Good to see you, Betty Blue. And good to see you, Kevin and Wilson. Yeah, again, if anybody wants to get on screen, just there's the link at the top of the chat box. You can get up on screen if you want. We can chat and talk a little bit while everybody gets into, gets online with us. And then when we start playing, I'll have to have everybody just use the chat box. You have rain there, Betty Blue? I wish we had some rain here right now. You could tell me all kinds of trivia about Wizard of Oz. Yeah, I got a bottle of water and I got my thermos here full of lemonade. I've drank it 2 times full of Gatorade a little while ago, so I should be floating. But I'm still so thirsty, I can't stop drinking. My browser is blocking my cam, so can't come stage. Okay, Wilson, that's all right. Yeah, that's what Kai's been saying. It's been so expensive to live in Hawaii that he's thinking of leaving himself. But it'd be kind of hard to leave your home. My allergies are terrible. I put eye drops in my eyes about 20 minutes ago. I've used 2 different nasal sprays 20 minutes ago. So I'm hoping that's going to keep me from coughing too much. My eyes are burning right now just from being outside and mowing and running the weed eater. And there's Rudy. Hello, Rudy. But I hate to give the ring to anybody but the one that won, and that was John Michael. I just wish evidently he's not watched any videos since he was on live, or he would know that he was the winner, and he'd know to try to get in touch with me so I can get the ring to him. I haven't seen that, but I watched Gone with the Wind. Oh, I saw that when I was about 11 or 12 years old because I remember that was the longest movie I'd ever been to in my life. But the one part about it always stuck in my brain was Clark Gable's frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. That was a famous saying that stuck in my brain with that movie. Yeah, I mean, cost of living here's going up. So Kai might not be any better to come to here than it is to stay in Hawaii. And there's Vanessa from Ohio. How's Vanessa doing this evening? Good. Great. Vanessa's doing pretty good. Yeah. For him to come out and say something like that in the movie. Well, I've got prescription stuff. I've got this, and I've got this one. I don't know if you can see it. It's Aslastine, Azelastin. And then this one is Fluticasone. Propionate. It's Propionate. I had been using this prescription, and when I went in last time, the doctor gave me a prescription for this one. But I'm still using what I got left of this one. I've been using them both together. Make some sloppy. Well, I ate a corned beef and cheese sandwich before I started my live. That was my dinner because I don't feel like cooking tonight. I'm too tired. I was going to do a cooking video this afternoon, but I've been in the yard all day working, so I didn't get to do the cooking video. I'll do one maybe tomorrow. Is that generic for Flonase? Yeah, that's what I thought it might have been. But this is prescription, so my insurance pays for it. If I buy it off the counter, I have to pay for it. Oh, here's a quote from Confucius. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. So that basically goes back to the saying of don't ever give up. If you fail the first time, try again. Sooner or later, you'll get there. Oh, I watched Gone with the Wind numerous times growing up. I liked all the long dresses and the bonnets and the plantation homes and all that. That's one reason I like watching that movie. I love watching the old stuff like that, the old timey way of dress and the homes, the way they furnished them. And there's Paula. Hello, Paula. My fifth marriage, never give up. We're having fried cod and nice big salad. That sounds fantastic, Anne. And it tickled me in the movie where she took the drapes down and made a gown out of it. But they were velvet drapes, so it made a pretty velvet dress or gown. Well, I finished up my mac and cheese with sausage today. That was my lunch because I didn't eat any breakfast. I was up and out. I didn't even get coffee till I come in to fix a bite of lunch, and I had my coffee then. To the movie of Gone with the Wind, and it cost $5 a person. I don't think it cost anywhere around five when I went because I was about 10 or 11, somewhere along in there. I wasn't very old. I wasn't a teenager yet. But we went with my Uncle Paul. He was only like 19. He's uh, the youngest in my dad's family, and he had his own car. So he loaded up a bunch of us, his nieces and nephews, and we went to the drive-in that's 15 miles away in Burgaw, and we saw Gone with the Wind that night. We just liked the idea of going to the drive-in. We didn't care what we saw, but that was a good movie. It was long, but it was still a good movie. Yeah, it was the year I was born, 1948. Yeah, it was, but it turned out pretty. And there's Darlene. Hello, Darlene. Welcome to live chat tonight. Yeah, it was an awesome movie. I don't remember there ever being another one that long. It was what, 4 hours long? I was trying to think. Seemed like there was another movie that come along years and years later that was pretty long, but it was nothing like Gone with the Wind. Yeah, I don't go to the movies anymore because even our little theater out here, they remodeled the Cinemaplex. It has, I think, like 6 movie theaters inside the building, and they put reclining chairs in and little tables beside your chair so you can, because you can actually eat your dinner while you're watching the movie now. And it's got the footrest that comes up, so you can just, it's recliners. I mean, it's real neat, but they're charging more. I mean, I can't get in for less than about $12 now, just even getting a discount. They burned down the studio to show the buying of Atlanta. How about turkey legs, turkey backs, and rice? That sounds good. I like turkey legs. Oh, I need to quit drinking so much. I'll be up all night going to the bathroom. But when you get out there and you're sweating all day long, oh my God, you just drink tons of anything cold and wet. I don't know how to get word to John Michael that he won. I was hoping he'd see some of the videos since then, or at least the live last night, and maybe come into the live tonight to let him know he won the ring. Because I know I'm going to give it to someone else, and then the next live we have, he'll be in the chat. Because he had 31 answers right, more than anybody, because homemade everything only had 22. Well, if neither one of them show up tonight, I don't know. I may just hold it over to the next time and go ahead and give another prize tonight. First movie you ever remember seeing was The Alamo. I saw that. It was pretty good. Boiled chicken and rice. Yep, I like chicken and rice. I've still got the chicken of this chicken stock from that chicken that I put in the crock pot. Remember, I told you I saved my chicken stock. Well, I've got that saved, and I'm gonna fix either chicken and dumplings or chicken and rice with it. I haven't made up my mind yet, but I've still got the stock. I've not seen the Alamo in a long time, but would be another good movie to look at again. Yeah, it would. Chicken and rice is the standard, Kevin. Where is Jarn Michael? Come into chat, Jarn Michael. If you're listening to this at all, come into live chat. You won the ring from last week. Was almost hit on the head today, Jana. Oh my goodness. Were you at a ball game or something? Oh. I may have to get me a another cup of coffee. I mean, I drank one, but it was at lunchtime. God protected you today. What happened, Jana? Oh no, almost hit in car head on. Oh, that is not good. Yeah, I may just hold on to it for a little while longer because I don't know. I think that's the first time I've ever seen him come in chat, and I don't know if he'll ever come back, but I hate to give it away to someone else because he does not even know he won. Yep, that was the hand of God kept you from being hit by that other car. I've got to fix me a cup of coffee, y'all. I'm gonna go to sleep. I try not to do too much strenuous stuff on the nights that we have trivia or the nights I have a live because then I'm so exhausted and tired. By the time the live comes around, I just want to lay down and go to sleep. I'm gonna let me coffee up. Well, I'm fixing me a cup of coffee so I can stay awake. If I could have just fell asleep for 5 minutes, I'd have been good. But I laid there for about an hour, but I couldn't go to sleep. I think I had too much going through my mind. Maybe the coffee that you tried to drink, Janet, was too strong. I don't like my coffee real strong because the stronger it gets, the more bitter it is. So maybe if you drank coffee that was a little bit weaker. Kevin says, ask me anything about the Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind, and I will know it. I don't know that any of that is on the trivia questions, though. There, I got my coffee. Ooh, my hair's hot. I know I've got a coffee maker, but usually I drink one cup of coffee a day. So I usually don't make it in the coffee maker. But now since April sent me that coffee from Hawaii, I'll be making my coffee in my coffee pot occasionally just to use up some of her coffee because it's pretty good. Heidi is another good movie. Well, I watched Saturday Night Fever probably 20 or 30 times. See, we did 1980s. How about 1990s? We'll do those tonight. Cheers. Well, I got coffee. You know what book I loved? And that was The Diary of Anne Frank. And I think I saw a movie about that too. I love that book, but I felt for those people. It was so. Can you imagine having to hide in your attic and just pretend that there's no one even living in that house to keep the Nazis from getting you because you're Jewish? Oh, The Sound of Music may have been good. I didn't care too awfully much for it, even though I did watch it. But The Diary of Anne Frank, that is a top move. That is a top book and a top movie that I saw. Because it was true. It was sad. I felt so bad for those people having to live like that. And the worst part about it was to tell all those people to take their clothes off and their shoes and put them in piles, and because they were going to go in these showers all together, and actually it was the gas chamber they were sending them to. That was so sad. I mean, the type of people it took to do that. Oh my God, pure evil. There's no way I could march a whole group of people in a building and turn on gas knowing they're going to die. I mean, whole families. I mean, it was so sad. Did we do 1990 last week or did we not? I don't know which one we did. I thought we did 1980. Do y'all remember? Nobody remembers. Well, I'll do 1990s tonight. And then next time we'll do like 2000, 2010. Mhm. 1990, bring it on. Yeah, I thought we did 80. So we're going to do 1990 tonight. What quintet of Perky Bird Brits told us what they want, what they really, really want, on their first hit single, Wannabe, in 1997? I didn't read that too good, but look at you go there, Patty C. It was Spice Girls. Patty C got it. Way to go, Patty. What celestial bodies did astronomers detect orbiting outside of the solar system for the first time in 1991? What celestial bodies did astronomers detect orbiting outside of the solar system for the first time in 1991? Not UFOs. I think you'll be surprised at the answer. Not aliens. And there's Grandma Teresa. Hello, Grandma. Let me read the question again. Grandma might know it. What celestial bodies did astronomers did astronomers detect orbiting outside of the solar system for the first time in 1991? Well, you're close. It's planets. It was planets, plural, Susan, but you're the first one that come in with planet. It said they were three Earth-sized planets orbiting a dying star in the constellation Virgo. So there was actually three planets that they saw. But Susan got that. Way to go, Susan. Black holes. It was planets. Susan already got it. She said a planet, but I don't remember which one. It was planets, plural. It was three planets, but it doesn't give their name. What slogan, beloved by dairy farmers, was first used in a TV ad about a radio caller, a mouth stuffed with peanut butter, and an Aaron Burr? Patty C got it again. Got milk. Way to go, Patty. What surreal David Lynch TV drama named for a fictional town in Washington follows the investigation of Laurel Palmer's murder? What surreal David Lynch TV drama named for a fictional town in Washington follows the investigation of Laura Palmer's murder? Patty C, way to go. Twin Peaks is the answer. Tell you what, Patty's on fire. What, 42-1 underdog knocked out Mike Tyson in the 10th round to become the new champ in 1990 in one of the most shocking upsets in sports history? Nope, wasn't Holyfield. What, 42-1 underdog knocked out Mike Tyson in the 10th round to become the new champ in 1990 in one of the most shocking upsets in sports history? Not Joe Frazier. Google it, y'all. If you can, Google it. Not Lewis. Buster Douglas. Way to go, Connie. Connie is catching up to y'all. Way to go, Connie. What U.S. state landing place of the Mayflower did Mitch Albom travel to for his visits with Maury in his 1997 book, Tuesdays with Maury? What state did he go to? What U.S. state landing place of the Mayflower did Mitch Albom travel to for his visits with Maury in 1997 book, Tuesday with Maury? Massachusetts. Jana got it. Jana Jacob. Way to go, Jana. Kevin says I can't spell. Well, just get it close, Kevin. People have gotten the answers correct, even if they can't spell it correctly. If you spell it close enough, I can tell what it is. So the bands Mudhoney, Alice in Chains, and the Nirvana were all part of which grubby, long haired, Seattle based music scene in the 90s? What what bands Mudhoney, Alice in Chains, and Nirvana were all part of which grubby, long haired, Seattle based music scene in the 90s? Patty C, way to go. It was grunge. Oops, somebody at my gate. Be back in a few minutes. It might be your boyfriend. Maybe come back early. I doubt it, but woohoo, Patty. I am a step off in time. And there's a vegan menu. Hi, vegan. Go back in time. And there's Izzo. Hello, welcome. All right, next question. What comic strip ended in its run in 1995 when Gary Larson said bye bye to the steak eating cows and other twisted creations? Patty C, The Far Side. Way to go, Patty. It said he did continue with his books and calendars, though. But the answer was The Far Side. Come on, Izzo, be nice. You don't be nice, you're not going to be in here. Just a troll coming in, Izzy. Somebody take Izzy out, please. Just block him. He keeps coming in. Will somebody please block him? I can't block him. He's gone. No question, Connie. Just block him. Thank you, Susan. We don't need any creeps like that in here. My cough is what I get for working in the yard all day today. What Joe Torre led team topped off its recording breaking 114-48 regular season by sweeping the San Diego Padres in the 1998 World Series. Yankees, Patty C, way to go. It was the New York Yankees. We had a troll that came in making some pretty nasty remarks. What Sony game console with CD format was launched in 1995 for $300, along with games like Ridge Racer and Rayman? PlayStation. Yep, it was PlayStation. Patty C, way to go. My arm is so sore, I can't hardly move it without it hurting. There was a recipe called moose drool braised bison short ribs. Oh my God, that sounds a little gross. Okay, you said stop a minute. All right, we'll see what kind of funny story Susan's got to tell us. Pee break. You should get up on the, well, I don't know if you can, but you should get up on the screen and tell it so we can hear it. You won't have to type it in. We were driving along and saw a sign that I thought said PlayStation Museum. And so I went back because Jessie, best friend, is into gaming. So she was ready to take a picture and I looked. Waiting for the rest of the story here. I didn't think of it. I don't know if I could go to, I don't know if John Michael has started up a channel. I mean, he's got to have a site or he wouldn't be in YouTube. I don't know if I could go there and leave some kind of message for him. And I looked, she was going to take a picture for him to go see it. And I said, wait, they didn't even have computers in 1856. So I looked closer and it said Pay Station Museum for truckers to weigh out. That's funny, Susan. You thought it was PlayStation and it was a pay station for museum for truckers. It's so sad people will say bad things. I know, Jana, but you got trolls that come into live chats all the time and do stuff like that. They have nothing better to do to come in chats and leave dirty comments. I bet you laughed. Help an old man out. Okay, next question. What was the group nickname for Emmett Smith, Troy Aikman, and Michael Irvin when they led their football team to three big wins in the 1990s? What did they name them? What was the group nickname for Emmett Smith, Troy Aikman, and Michael Irvin when they led their football team in three big wins in the 1990s? What were they nicknamed? There was three of them. No, not Cowboys. Think about it. There's three of them. Three. Three. That's a hint, y'all. Not the Three Amigos. Something similar, but not the Three Amigos. Another hint. When babies are born, if you have three, try rice, triplets. Grandma Teresa got triplets. I don't know if that's what Jana was trying to put in or not, but Grandma Teresa got that. Way to go, Grandma. Yeah, I all but told you the answer. Teresa got it. Well, did I miss somebody further up? Oh, I do see that Grandma Teresa did. How did I not see that? Well, yeah, I gave it to Grandma Teresa. I just wrote her name down. She's the one I gave it to. Grandma Teresa's the one that won that. Way to go, Teresa. Okay, what Lou Piniel managed team shocked the baseball world by sweeping the reigning champion Oakland A's in October 1990? What Lou Piniel managed team shocked the baseball world by sweeping the reigning champion Oakland A's in October of 1990? Not Raiders, not Yanks, not Orioles, not Cups. You're not really a sports person. Well, Google it, y'all. If you can, Google it. Not the Cubs. Charlotte, hello. Welcome to trivia night. Hi, Linda. I just sent you a comment on your cooking demo. Okay, I'll check it out. Connie got it. It was the Reds. It was the Cincinnati Reds. Way to go, Connie. What rapper won Grammys for the best R&B song, best rap solo performance, and best music video in 1991 for his single You Can't Touch This? Y'all ought to know that. MC Hammer Wilson got it. Wilson Todd. Way to go, Wilson. Was MC Hammer, y'all. What successor to Sega's SEGAS Saturn was the first 128-bit super console launching on 9/9/99 with Sonic Adventure? And that was the date, September 9th, 1999. What successor to Sega's Saturn was the first 128-bit super console launching on September 9th, 1999 with Sonic Adventure? Nobody's got it yet. You know what my favorite song is? She works hard for her money. That's me. I always work hard for my money. I'm going to read the question again. I know I don't read it too well sometimes. What successor to Sega's SEGAS Saturn was the first 128-bit super console launching on September 9th, 1999 with Sonic Adventure? Connie got it. It was Dreamcast. Way to go, Connie. It says, remember the whale chasing Sonic? Mind blown. Never mind. Please what, Kevin? You guess you will? I don't know. I've lost something in the conversation because I don't know what you're talking about. What portable disk storage system was introduced by Lomega in 1994, later to be replaced by more convenient flash drive? Y'all should know that. What did the flash drive try to replace? I'm gonna give it to Wilson because he's got disk in there. The answer was zip drive or disk. So he did have disk. So Wilson's got that. Way to go, Wilson. Well, this is just 1990s. That's a while back. Darlene said, I have two babies in 90s. I have no idea. What word precedes? There it is in the title and chorus of the hit song 1993 by Tag Team that is still often heard at sporting events. Patty C got it. Whoop, whoop, there it is. Way to go, Patty C. I remember that saying, whoop, there it is. What Russian espionage organization was dissolved in 1991, soon to be replaced by the Foreign Intelligence Service known as SVR? Kevin's got it. I mean, Wilson's got it. He's got KHB. I know he meant KGB. So Wilson's got that. He just hit the wrong button when he put in H instead of I mean he put in H instead of B because that's easier to do. They're right close together. But yeah, Wilson got that. Way to go, Wilson. Alan Cooper, hello, welcome. In 1999, what Texas team won the first NHL Stanley Cup in its history when Brett Hull scored in the third overtime against the Buffalo Sabres, or Sabres, Sabres. Not Rangers. Dallas Stars. Way to go, Wilson. It's the Dallas Stars. What western state is home to the fictional town of South Park, which introduced the world to Cartman and Cheesy Poofs in 1997? Not Illinois. It's a western state. Colorado. Patty C got it. Way to go, Patty C. Whoop whoop for Patty C. What dry, sunny state became the new home of the NHL's Winnipeg Jets in 1996, who relocated there and changed their name to the Coyotes? What state did they move to? Not New Mexico, not Florida. Hi to all viewers silent and chat. Welcome to Inland. Thank you for being present tonight, for all the support. Play trivia with us. We've got Wilson got it, and then Melissa Fran got it. I got to give it to Wilson. He's got ARZ, and I know he meant Arizona. So, Wilson, way to go. Wilson's trucking it on up tonight. What New York City borough is home to Mona Lisa Vito, the expert witness played by Marissa Tomei in the 1992 movie My Cousin Vinny? Not the Bronx, not the Queens. Jana, you're close. Brooklyn. Darlene got it. It's Brooklyn. Way to go, Darlene. Jetty. It was Brooklyn. Can't win them all, Jana. What stealth action video game released in 1998 uses movie style cutscenes to tell the story of a special ops soldier named Snake? Metal Gear Solid, Patty C. Way to go. I've never heard of that. Metal Gear Solid. Huh. What became the world's largest aircraft maker when it bought McDonnell Douglas for 13 billion in 1997? Airbus, Boeing, or Lockheed Martin? Boeing, Patty C. Way to go, Patty. Janice says, how do you know all these, Patty? I don't know, but Patty C's ahead. She's got more than anybody right now. What sticky quit smoking ad, which lasted 16 to 24 hours, was approved by the FDA in 1991? What sticky quit smoking aid? I said ad, it's aid, AID. Grandma Teresa got it. It's the patches. It was the nicotine patches. Way to go, Grandma Teresa. Nicotine patches. I remember when those come out. I wonder if they really worked. I didn't smoke, so I never used them, so I don't know if they worked or not. Yep, Patty's on fire tonight. What MLB duo became the first father and son to play on the same team in the same game in 1990? Oh no, Patty, your internet went out. People use them to lose. I didn't know they use them to lose weight. Griffin Sr. and Griffin Jr. Darlene got it. Way to go. It was Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. The Mariners, the manner the Mariners plays hit back to back in the lineup. So that was Darlene. Way to go, Darlene. During 1995 vote for independence, what Canadian province had a turnout of 93% with the nuns defeating the quiz? It's NANNONS, nuns, none. Patty C, way to go. You got it again, Quebec. And I wasn't even sure about what the question was. What is the title of Wes Anderson's first featured length film about three buddies who go on the lam? That first came to my mind was Three Amigos, but that's not the answer. What is the title of Wes Anderson's first feature length film about three buddies who go on the lam? You got kicked off. Oh no. Let me read it again. What is the title of Wes Anderson's first feature length film about three buddies who go on the lam? Now they're asking what the name of the movie was. Not Prison Break. I don't think I've ever heard of this movie. Bottle Rocket, Darlene, way to go. It was Bottle Rocket, released in 1996. It stars Wilson brothers, Owen and Luke. I Googled it. Well, I told everybody if you could Google it if you don't know the answer. I don't have any question with that. What 1999 movie follows three college students filming a documentary as they search for an evil figure in the backwoods of Maryland? Blair Witch. Alan Cooper got it. Way to go, Alan. I think you're new in chat. I don't think I've seen your name before. But Alan Cooper's got it. Way to go, Alan. Was Blair Witch. Blair Witch Project. I can't even pronounce this. It says what? Chryslockivian woman. I can't even pronounce that. Chryslockivian. I can't pronounce it, y'all. I'll spell it. Czechoslovakian. Slovakian. I can't. I know I can say it in my head, but I can't pronounce it with my mouth. Born Woman was sworn in 1997 as the first female U.S. Secretary of State. Precious Shalaka. I can't say. My tongue don't turn that way. Precious Slovakian. Kreshalovakian, born woman, was sworn in 1997 as the first female U.S. Secretary of State. What was her name? Not Margaret, not Rice. Well, y'all can laugh at me. Condoleezza Rice. No, not Clinton. Crescent Czechoslovakian. Instant Rice was not Secretary of State. Where do y'all get on Rice at? What Kresh Hosvakian born woman was sworn in 1997 as the first female U.S. Secretary of State. Madeleine, there you go. It was Madeleine Albright. Darlene got it. Way to go, Darlene. You know, how can I expect you to answer the question when I can't even read the question? Darlene got the answer. It was Madeleine Albright. Okay, the Dow Jones Industrial Average broke a record on March 29th, 1999, when it closed above what number for the first time? 5,000, 10,000, or 15,000? Jana Jacob, it was 10,000. Way to go, Jana. Yeah, if I can at least read the answer, then you might have a chance to. I mean, if I can at least read the question, you might have a chance to answer it, right? It was 10,000. Jana got it first. Way to go, Jana. What team was Joe Montana playing for when he retired in 1995 after a 16-year career and 4 championship rings? What team did he play for? Darlene got it again. It was the Chiefs. It was the Kansas City Chiefs. Way to go, Darlene. What Frank McCourt memoir of his poverty-stricken childhood in Ireland was released in 1996 and won a Pulitzer Prize a year later. What was the memoir that about Frank McCourt? Angel's Ashes. Darlene got it. Way to go, Darlene. Angel's Ashes. I uploaded part of the video today that you could see that what I was doing in the yard today. I didn't get it all because I had to finish up. I didn't get the camera, but I put a lot of it on video and posted it today, this morning, or about midday. What newscaster, wife of TV star, no, talk show host Maury Povich, was named connoisseur of the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather in 1993? What newscaster, wife of TV talk show host Maury Povich, was named co-anchor of the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather in 1993? Connie, Darlene got it. It was Connie Chung. Way to go, Darlene. And I'm going to give a point to Grandma Teresa because she put the whole name up there. She misspelled Chung. It's Chung instead of Ang, but she knew who it was. Way to go, ladies. Who played the $1 million seeking Dr. Evil in the groovy hit comedy Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery in 1997? Who played the $1 million seeking Dr. Evil in the groovy hit comedy Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery in 1997? Patty C, way to go. Mike Myers. What oil giant merged with Exxon in 1998 with the new company becoming the world's largest petroleum provider? Darlene got it again. It was Mobil. Way to go, Darlene. What is the more well known name of Carol Joseph Wojtyla? Last name is spelled Joseph, no, Wojtyla, who wrote the nonfiction bestseller Crossing the Threshold, uh, Crossing the Threshold of Hope. What was the more well-known name of Carol? I can't. There's no way I could pronounce that. It looked like a bunch of people threw some letters together. What was her well-known name? Not Stephen King. Says, what is the more well-known name of Carol Joseph, who wrote the nonfiction bestseller Crossing the Threshold of Hope? What was her name, I guess, that she put in the books, who the author was? Not James Patterson, not Mary Higgins. You should have known because you worked for Mobil in San Antonio. Nope, not Agatha Christie, not Mary Higgins Clark. She went under a name that you would not even think of. Or maybe it was a man's name, Karol, Carol. Not Stephen Hunter. Not Joan Collins. Y'all are never going to guess it unless you Google it. And I gave Little Buddy and Lucky a little bit of dry cat food in each bowl. And then I gave them a half a can of tuna fish on top of that with all the liquid from it. That's what they got for dinner. And I got Little Buddy scratching at the door right now. And I know he's wanting treats. Not Collins. Y'all give up. I'll tell you the answer. Okay. She went under the name of Pope John Paul II. That was the well-known name of, now Karol, that might be a man's name. I pronounced it Carol because I don't know any other way to pronounce it, but it's spelled Karol. And the last name was Joseph Wojtyla. That was their real name, but they went under the name of Pope John Paul II. Let me let little buddy in. He's going to wear his hands or his paws out. Oh, I can't get up. They clean their bowls out. Come on, let me give you some, and I'm going to give Lucky some too. Come on. Come on. You coming? He said, well, I don't have to go out there to get my treats. I get them in the house. I want y'all to look at this. Get my hair out of my face. I just got that not even hardly a week ago. I ordered it from Amazon because it was $1 cheaper, $8, almost $9. And it was almost $10 at Walmart. Look how much is in the bottom of it. That's what he's scratching at the door to come in. This is his dessert. He's spoiled to getting these. So that's what he was scratching at the door for. $19.90s questions that average people can get. Okay. Next question. Who had a hit song in the 90s that begins, in the time of the chimpanzees, I was a monkey? I wouldn't know this one. I'd have to Google it. Who had a hit song in the 90s that begins, in the time of the chimpanzee, I was a monkey? Patty C, way to go. It was Beck. It says here, the song Loser is on his Mellow Gold album. Next question. What cable channel owned by A&E was launched in 1995 with the tagline, Where the Past Comes Alive? Listen to the question. The question's a hint right there. The History Channel. Connie got it. Oh, boy, wait a minute. History Channel. Wilson got it first. Way to go, Wilson. I didn't even see you up there. Connie's name was in blue, so it just jumped out at me first. But no, Wilson got it first. He come in with history and then CH for channel. Way to go, Wilson. Now, y'all have got to know this. Everybody in chat knows this. He was too popular not for you to know this. What movie star popularized the Hummer when he bought the first two civilian models that rolled off the assembly line in October 1992? Y'all got to know this. Darlene, it was Arnold. Darlene, way to go. It was Arnold Schwarzenegger. Nigger, I don't know. I can't say his name either. Yep, there you go. Schwarzenegger. I can't pronounce it, but it was Arnold. Yeah, I can't pronounce half of these things. What half transparent, colorful, all in one Apple computer was introduced in 1998 and quickly shot to the number one spot in sales? It was the Mac, Jana. It was Mac 1, actually. No, iMac. I'm sorry, but she's got Mac, so I'm going to give it to Jana Jacob. Way to go, Jana. I'll read the question again, but Jana's already got it. What half transparent, colorful, all in one Apple computer was introduced in 1998 and quickly shot to the number one spot in sales? It was the iMac. Oh no, you're in and out. Sorry. Okay, what Indiana Racers sharpshooter led his team to victory by scoring 8 points in 9 seconds during the final moments of a 1995 playoff game? Hey, Crafty Jazz Shabby Shack, welcome. What Indiana Racers sharpshooter led his team to victory by scoring 8 points in 9 seconds during the final moments of a 1995 playoff game? It was an individual player, not the team. Reggie Miller, Darlene, way to go. It was Reggie Miller. His team shocked the Knicks and won game one of the series. Next question. What color Power Ranger was originally a minion for the evil Rita Repulsa in the first season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in 1993? What was the color? Y'all are guessing every color but the right one. Not purple, not yellow, not red. Not black, not white. Green, Grandma Teresa. Way to go, Grandma. It was green. Process of elimination. If it's not blue, black, yellow, green, or red, or purple, it's got to be green, right? Little buddy's laying here at my feet, right where the air conditioner's blowing up the cold air under the floor here, or under the table. He's cooling off. There's only 5 to guess. What do you mean, 5 more questions? Is that what you're saying, Susan? The search engine Google, which launched in 1998, was originally called What Headache, Miss Search Face, or Back Rub. Let me read that again. Let me go back and check. Who did I say I gave it to? Yeah, Grandma Teresa came in just right ahead of you, Darlene. So Grandma Teresa got green before you did. You came in second. And Patty C got the answer to the next question, back rub. Way to go, Patty C. That's all right. Sometimes I get it wrong, so I have to go back and look. So anytime you think, that I may have picked the wrong winner, just let me know. I'll go back and check. But y'all must have come in probably at the same time, and she was just like a split second ahead of you. I'll tell you what, Darlene, I'm going to give you a point too, because it was like almost like a tie. Next question. The Notebook, a 1996 book by Nicholas Sparks, takes place in what East Coast state that is also the site of the Wright brothers' first flight? North Carolina. Wilson got it. Way to go, Wilson. It was asking for the state, not a city or anything. But Wilson come in first with North Carolina. And that was the answer. Next question. Yep. Way to go, Wilson. Whoop, whoop, whoop. How many kids did Iowa mom Bobby McCoffey give birth to in November 1997, an event that put her on the cover of Time? Seven. Jana Jacob again got it. Way to go, Jana. It says here she had 7. They were the first surviving set of septuplets to be born. She had 7 babies at one time. Man, I bet that hurt. A photo of what sea serpent famously caught on camera in 1934 was revealed by one of its pranksters as a hoax before his death in 1994. I'll read it again. Loch Ness, Patty. 1 minute. Jana got it. Jana was the first one with Loch Ness. It was the Loch Ness Monster. So, Jana Jacob, way to go. Loch Ness in Scotland. What 1996 Cameron Crowe love story spawned such enduring movie quotes as, "You complete me," and "You had me at hello"? Not Titanic. Jana got Jerry. Darlene got Maguire, so I'm gonna give both of them a point. It was Jerry Maguire. Jennifer Aniston and Matthew Perry starred in an instructional video about the major Microsoft product released in 1995. What was the product? Nope, not iPhone, not Friends. Let me read it again. Y'all listen. I'm not the best in the world about reading these. Jennifer Aniston and Matthew Perry starred in an instructional video about what major Microsoft product released in 1995. It was a Microsoft product. So you know it wasn't cheesecake, it wasn't perfume, not PowerPoint. Windows what? What Windows was it, Susan? Not 98. I'm giving Susan a point for getting the Windows part, but the first one to give me the number, I'll give a point to. 95, Patty C. It was Windows 95. So Susan and Patty C's got a point for that one. You ready to go back out? Huh? You ready to go back out? Come on. No, you want more treats. I know that's what it is. He's wanting more treats, y'all. Let me get the box over here. I'm going to have to order more of these, and I don't have the money to order more. You two kitties are getting too expensive for me. Oh, okay. Let's see where we're at. What 3D animated figure rocking out to Hooked on a Feeling went viral in 1996 and became one of the first internet memes or memes, MEMES. I'm going to read it again. Y'all listen good because I don't read it too well. What 3D animated figure rocking out to Hooked on a Feeling went viral in 1996 and became one of the first internet memes? Mimes, memes, whatever they call it. Not SpongeBob. I got something stuck in my tooth. I need a toothpick. Not Happy Face. Dancing Babies, Grandma Teresa. Way to go. It was Dancing Baby. It was big on email chains and on Ally McBeal. Dancing Baby. And he danced to Hooked on a Feeling. Grandma Teresa already got the answer. It was Dancing Baby or Dancing Babies. Homemade Everything. Do you know who John Michael is? He's the one that won the ring last week. I didn't think to look on the internet and see if he's got, I know he's got to have a channel or something set up. I'm looking for it right now. Well, do y'all, anybody remember the numbers at the end of his name? It was Jarn Michael, Jarn, and then Michael, but he had numbers, I think, to the end of his name. I was trying to look him up or his channel to see if I could leave him a message or something. Yeah, Homemade doesn't know. I found a Jarn Michael on the internet. But I don't know if it's him or not. And if it is, it's a kid or it looks like a kid. So I don't know. I mean, he was playing so well the first time he's ever been in chat. And I hate to give the ring away to someone else with him winning it. Oh, the storms are messing up your internet, Patty C. Well, you're ahead. You're the winner so far. So it don't look like you got too much to worry about unless it just goes completely out. Darlene says it's storming there too. Tornado warnings for tomorrow in PA. See what time it is. We've been alive for 2 hours? Really? Are y'all wanting to call the winner? We've been on for 2 hours. It's storming in some places, but it was spelled Jarmichael. It was Michal. Let me put it in again and let me see if I can find him. Well, when I put that in, there's no results. Yeah, I put that in, just the JA RNMICHAL and nothing came up. It showed no results. Maybe if I put it in all caps, it would make a difference. Let's see. No, it comes up with no results. How can he be? Huh. I typed it in just like that in all caps, and nothing comes up. It shows no results at all. So maybe he has a Google account. He just hasn't set up a page or anything. I don't know. I thought maybe if I could go to where his account was set up, it would have at least a page that would come up, even if he didn't post anything. But nothing at all comes up for that name. Put an at before it. I didn't think of that. At. Hmm. Well, I was on the wrong page to do that. Let me look again. I'm sorry, y'all. Bear with me a minute. I still don't get anything. I put at JARNMICHHAL. Yeah, I even put an at in front of John Michael and no results is found. See if y'all can find him. I can't. I went to YouTube and I typed that in the search bar for YouTube, and nothing, no results at all comes up for his name, or if you put the at symbol in front of his name and then do a search, nothing comes up. That's how I found him. Put it at. I did, but nothing comes up. Did you type his name in all caps? Let me type where I'm at. I'll just have to come back in on screen. I'll be out just a second, y'all. I got nothing that comes up under at Michael. At John Michael. I put an app before it. I typed in his name. Nothing came up. It said no results found. I put in his name without the at sign. No results found. So I don't know how you're finding him when I can't. Is there a place on there, Connie, where you can leave him a message? Well, right now looks like Patty C is the winner. She's got 15. The runner up is Darlene with 12. Wilson's got 7. Grandma Teresa's got, no, Janet has got 6. Grandma Teresa 5. Connie 3. Susan 2. And Alan Cooper 1. So I'm going to call the winner, Patty C. Do I have your address, Patty C? But Connie, if you can find a page for John Michael, see if there's some place you can leave a message for him, letting him know that he was the winner of that ring last week, and for him to get in touch with me. I don't remember if I've got your address, Patty C. But if I don't, go ahead and send it to me. Yeah, if you can find a page for Jarn Michael, JarnMichal, please leave him a message that he won the ring from last week, and he needs to send me his mailing address so I can send it to him. And I'll promise if I do not hear from him by next week, Homemade Everything is the winner of the ring if he does not claim it by next week. But I hate to give it away because he does not even know he won it yet. You know, he left chat before we called the winner. And even though we played a little while longer, he was still at the top, and I didn't know he'd left right then. Yeah, I was giving seeds away tonight. So I didn't realize we'd been on for, what is it, 2 hours and 10 minutes. Wow. I'll put it in the chat. Hold on. That's the email address to send it to, Patty. HauserLinda49@gmail.com. So at least that way, if you were staying in to see who the winner is, you're free to skip out if you want. If anybody wants to still stay in and chat, we can do that. Or we can call it a night and just get a good night's sleep. Yeah, it sounds a bit funny. I mean, he came in only that one time and he answered so many questions. I mean, he got 31 questions right. And I figured, well, maybe he'd come in back in the next live, but I haven't seen him. But I think it's kind of odd that you can't find a web page for him, a channel or anything that's set up. Because usually if you got an account with YouTube, you're at least going to have a face page, even if you don't post any videos or anything. And I can't find one for Jarn Michael. Yeah, but I promise, Homemade Everything, if we do not contact him by the next live, I'm not even going to wait till next Thursday. Sunday, if we haven't gotten hold of him by Sunday, then it's going to be Homemade Everything's ring. Well, you would be the winner. And the third place person, it was a Kazara, and she was only in alive one time. I think she was a new subscriber or something, and she's not in tonight. She was not in last night. I'll tell you what, since the second one runner up didn't want it either, or they wanted to give it to the next runner up, which I probably can't get hold of that person either. Patty C was the winner tonight. Hey, what do you say we send the ring to Patty C? Is that all right with everybody? Because Homemade Everything just said you can give it to the third runner up. And I don't know how to get hold of them either because they're a new subscriber. They've only been in live one time, and that was last Thursday night. Yeah, see, Connie's looked for him too. Can't find him. So somehow he's got an account with Google, but he never set up a page or anything. So he's in just watching videos and getting in chats, which is fine. He doesn't have to have a channel. But Patty C, I'm going to go ahead and send you out the ring. You won tonight. We don't have a winner for last Thursday, so I'm going to give it to you, Patty C. I'll mail out the ring as soon as I can get there to the post office to get it in the mail. Sounds like a winner to me. And there's Kai. Hey, hey, hey. I showed it early. Let me show it again. The birthday cake he baked for his little one, his little 1 year old or little boy that just turned 1 year old. Let me bring up the email that he sent the picture in. Takes this thing a minute to open up. You're welcome, Darlene. And you would have been the second runner up tonight, Darlene. You were right behind Patty C. Because you had 12, she had 15. She beat you by 3. I said I'd like to have a slice of that cake. I hope it'll show up. It's a light green color with one candle in the center. Pretty cake. Let me let little buddy out. He's scratching at my door. Goodness, cat, I don't know what I'm going to do with you. Still a little warm out there. But here, there's the cake. Trying to get it where it shows it good. Get it at the right angle. At least you can see the color of it. It's a pretty dark mint green color. Man, it just don't pick it up real good. I got to almost turn the thing sideways for it to even show the right color of it. But it's a pretty cake. I know y'all had so much fun, Kai, at that little birthday party for your son. I set up another email of the sign I made to go along with it. Oh, I sent you another email. Okay, let me look at it. Let me find it. So cute. That is, if I can get it to come through, pick up the color of it and stuff. Well, come on, camera. Beware of Ogar, or I don't even know how you pronounce that. Look at this focus thing on this camera. But that's the sign he had for that little house, I guess. It's cute. It comes in real clear for me. Enjoy journaling, Mr. Khan. They grow up. So much. Yeah, I showed pictures earlier of Susan's Tin Man and a tree growing through a silo. She went to Kansas to the Wizard of Oz Museum. See if I can find it. Okay, it's the other one. There's her friend Jessie with the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz. Well, I can't get it to focus right. That's a big Tin Man. And then she sent the picture of a tree growing through the center of a silo. That's weird looking. That tree's coming right up through the center of that silo tower. Only in Kansas. I know that sign is so cute that Kai made for that birthday party. Yeah, I love the Wizard of Oz too. I have 93 journals of my kids' growing years and all their parties up to they left home. I didn't realize, I'd never thought about them having like a museum set up for the Wizard of Oz in Kansas. But it stands to reason Wizard of Oz was a famous movie. Still is. It was one of my favorite movies growing up. I thought Wizard of Oz was the neatest movie coming and going. Susan used to hide behind the couch. Yeah, it's probably been there ever since that movie first came about. The man behind the curtain. Different munchkins came for anniversaries until they all died. Oh, really? I am now drinking iced coffee because my coffee's as cold as it can get. There's not much left though. Still good. Shabby Shack says it still is. I call three of my cats after Toto until the band came out and still name them Toto with different numbers. Toto 1, Toto 2, and Toto 3. Munchkin Town, Toto 1 through 6. Yeah, that's what I was called by one guy that I dated at one time. He always said I was a munchkin because I was so short. Because he was like 6 foot. Here I am like 5'2" or 5'3". And I weighed a lot less then too. I weigh quite a bit more now than I did way back when. So I'm going to write the name of winner is Patty Sue for the ring as soon as I get her address. Apple trees that threw apples, yeah. My brother used to sing the song Short People to me. All right, guys, I don't want to hold y'all up any longer. We've been on here for right at 2.5 hours. Goodness gracious. Horse of many colors. I know April don't mind because it's a lot earlier where she's at. It's just now dinner time for you, isn't it, April? Supper time? Or about that? They are all tall. Yep, that's what I've always heard, Shabby Shack. Good things come in small packages. Wilson says, okay, good night. Doing better than I was for the past week. 4:30 where April is in Hawaii, Maui. All right, we're going to call it a night. I enjoyed it. I hope y'all had fun. I hope you come back to my next live whenever I decide to have one. Definitely be Sunday at 3, Thursday at 7, and maybe in between. I don't know. But y'all have a fantastic night. I appreciate all of you coming into my live tonight and having fun with me. And I'll see you on the next one, I guess. Bye now. Love y'all.